I went to work very young, and I got to work in business and went to college, and I worked while I was in college. And when I came out to be in public accounting, I'd already worked in business. I'd already run a grocery store. It's not the same thing that you're saying. It was a different, but I walked out with a level of confidence that I could do things. And a lot of students come out of college and all of a sudden they're in some place, and this is the first W-2 they've ever had. And they don't have that confidence. I thought it was a wonderful experience, and thank you for sharing that. That was
no problem. Yeah, I definitely, and I feel bad for people coming out of school these days. There's so much uncertainty. The job market is a nightmare. I came out of grad school, and yeah, there was uncertainty, but I wasn't scared. I knew it would be okay. And I just don't know if a lot of people these days can find that. And I get it. I'm not saying I'm better than them in any way or shape or form, but I get it. It's just things are kind of crazy out there, and I just don't know. I don't envy them. Let's put it that way.
Let's go back just again about Durham, and I won't ask any more questions about Durham.
That's okay.
Did it influence the people that you were looking at for a job? Did it influence them that you went to England?
Yes. And that was, I guess the cat's out of the bag now 15 years later, but that was sort of the plan. My dad sat down with me and said, look, you could go to grad school back in the States. We could figure that out if that's what you want to do. You can get a job. But if you go to grad school in England and you come back with a degree, a master's degree from England, I think it'll go a long way here. And I sort of saw the logic in that. And to be quite honest, it kind of did. I mean, every time I sat down for an interview, you mentioned University of Durham, and people's, eyebrows go up. It's not something they come across all the time, especially in California. So it did influence those people, I think. In a big way. And I think, I don't know, it could have maybe what got my foot in the door at Cal CPA. I don't know, but it definitely helped. I mean, the kind of full disclosure is the grad programs in those universities, and especially at Durham, are really sort of feeder programs into the bigger PhD program to stick around and do the longer program. So a lot of what the master's program I did is really kind of, you do that and you either succeed and go on and do PhD, or you kind of don't. And I did the don't part, and that on the England side of things would be seen, I don't want to say as a failure, but I didn't do the full Monty. Whereas if I bring that degree now back to the States, it's still just a valid master's degree here, and no one really kind of looks at it that way here. So it had a pretty big effect, I would say, on my job hunt.